So here we are, round 2 of the IMSA Lights League. We are at Watkins Glen here for a 90-minute race. Had technical issues at the beginning there with the broadcasters disconnecting, so we've had to jiggle things around. So we're going to have to sort out the grid positions. We've done qualifying, but had to restart the lobby. So we're going to manually call out the grid positions, and I'll shout them out and let them go. We're going to form up at the end of Sector 1. And I'm going to continue that formation lap. And then we're going to do the normal rolling start from then onwards. So I think we've actually got King Kodiak and Yorkie commentating, which is awesome. I'll just make sure we've got the right pit strategy set up, because we're going to need fuel, which is annoying because I think the KTMs will not. Having said that, there is a couple of KTMs, including Marauder. So they will be very strong here. I don't know about the other cars, but I know the Aston Martin certainly has to pick up fuel. I'm putting 20 litres in. It essentially adds 30 seconds for a pit stop and fuel stop. Not taking tyres, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I've got M-Power in. Was a reserve, he wasn't here last week, and he is alien fast. I think he's in the Mustang. Here he is. But I think he's on pole. I don't recall actually off the top of my head, but I would be very surprised if he's not. I was in P4. Scott, teammate, was in P2. And I think it was Colonel McCoy, again just out qualifying me. Just make sure we've got the right setup, because P cars. And we're good to go. Quite a lot more in the grid tonight, which is good. There's some gaps last week, so it's nice to see it pretty much a full grid tonight.
Just make sure you're ready up.
Brake check's now gone.
Oh no. Brake check's gone. So just hold fast. P1 you can go. The LMP3's P1 go. P2. P3. P4. P5. P6. P7. P8. P9. 10. 11. 12. I don't actually know how many LMPs we've got, boys, so I'm just going to keep going until we run out. 17. Good lord. Right, keep going to 12. 13.
No, it's 17.
14. 15. 16. And 17. Hopefully you're in the right order. Check the guy in front of you and behind.
Hey Matt, I think I'm in front of you.
I don't know where he's.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I should be on P6.
It's a 90-minute race, guys, so don't worry too much. It's not that critical, but yeah, try and sort it out as best you can.
Hendrix, we're waiting for you.
Yeah, P1. Is M-Power, I think it was. M-Power.
Yeah, he's already gone.
We're already gone.
Okay.
Waiting for you.
Okay. 2, 3, I'm 4.
I've lost so much telemetry over once.
I'm going, so P5 is behind me. And then P6. P7. P8. P9. 10. 11. 12. 13. There can't be that many more. We should be holding on the end of Sector 1, guys.
I know, they've carried on.
Right. LMPs, you need to stop. LMPs, you need to stop. So everybody should be going now. You should be behind the person that you were behind in qualifying, and the person behind you should be the person you out-qualified. Again, don't worry too much. It's 90 minutes. Your qualifying position is not really going to make that much of a difference at the end result. So just keep it clean. Get to the end, and you'll probably end up finishing where you deserve to be. So just think of that finish line, not the first couple of laps.
This will be fun. The restart's lost almost 11.
Who's the 9 GT Cat? GT4?
Go ahead and start rolling.
Brake check left.
Okay, so yeah, brake checks
Okay.
lost one, unfortunately. So you'll all move up one.
Whoever lost all his telemetry on the screen, try and press left on the D-pad if you have one on your wheel.
We'll see how it goes. Again, Scott.
No, good, but
Remember,
thank you.
Make a gap between LMPs and GT4s.
Yeah, about 5 to 10 second gap if you can, please.
Odds which side?
Odds right side for turn 1. Yeah, so in the top 5 again already, so it's a good start. If we can finish in the top 5, I'd be very happy with that. A podium would be lovely again. If we can get some more points for ScoreX Racing.
I believe it's just after the bridge coming out of this last corner.
We're all here.
Okay.
What's the lag?
No, Jerome.
Look at that green colour of the bonnet and the hood, it's amazing.
What
That's
is the
lovely.
lag?
Odds on the right, evens on the left.
Putain, ça craint.
Forgot to bore my brakes up. A bit late now. He's going. Just going to try and hold position.
Oh, lag. Oh, yeah.
Apologies, this lag's Riddick.
It's impossible.
Dude, impossible to drive this.
La, fuck you.
Whoa.
Right, just try and keep a gap, and
The race is
it
dead.
might. Just try and
Yeah,
keep a
which
gap to
I
people.
just clip out of the map.
Ah, it's not possible.
Oh, that's my race over.
Is everyone lagging?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
I'm going to sit behind McCoy here for a lap or two. Ideally see if I can figure out where I'm faster, if I'm faster anywhere. Looks a little bit slidey, it might be just cold tyres though. It's nice and steady on these first kind of opening laps. can go on the outside just to essentially not try anything. Ooh, did he go in? Oh, he saved it. Yeah, well done. It's a relatively stable setup, so it's done for the full race rather than outright one lap pace. Look at this green colour coming through this corner. Oh, it's lovely. Look at it. Getting a bit of a gap to Kuzu, who's running the BMW. Nice.
Yoto, your lag.
Let's have a wee look. Oh, we'll have a bit of that. That was awesome, McCoy. Thank you. Don't get much closer than that. I really need to be a bit brave with traction control, but yeah, it's not going to happen because I'm going to end up making a mess. We'll turn automatic clutch off in a minute or so. I just wanted on just to be a bit more safe whilst the higher potential of spinning was going to happen. So. A little lift through that corner, it's not quite enough to be flat out. And do a little dab of the brakes and then back into full power, dropping a gear. And put the auto clutch off. Got an apex in there somewhere. A couple of people have dropped down to 25 in total. Scott's still right on M-Power's tail there, which is good to see. I wish I could do that corner like that every time. That'd be nice. The gearing's not that good, just because it seems to be just in an awkward spot for the gearing in some of these corners. And you can see that front left burning up. I think that's pretty much the same for everyone, so. Blue flags, leaders coming through already. Aid the ace, kicking ass again.
Pardon.
Yeah.
Empower, you were lagging, mate, just for reference.
Carlito, c'est toi que je touche?
Tire wear shouldn't be a problem. It's looking alright right now. Put in the steady lap times. Try not to push too hard, make a mistake. P2 and LMPs coming past on the inside. Bringing some friends. Should get through this next corner before him, maybe. Hopefully. He's alright on the outside. Just give him plenty of room. Maybe a little bit slower, but it's worth not getting contact and taken out. Let's see, I think I need 20 litres, so it's a 110 litre tank, so I need at least down to 90 before I can pit. Oh boy. Joys of Watkins Glen turn 1, and adding multi-class into the mix. You should hopefully get me before the bus stop. Yeah. The others are going to be faster through the bus stop, so that's going to be a bit scary. No, that's my line, mate. He held back, to be fair. I'm fine with that. A little bit of a gap to McCoy and Dakusa behind. Yeah, BMW's actually giving a bit of a pressure on McCoy now. Don't go wide. So here it's just between that second and third gear. And I'm not actually sure which one works out to be quicker, to be honest. The third is a bit more stable, and stable is good. Scott has gotten ahead of Empower. Missed that, didn't see where that happened. Sorry, Matt, that was meh. If you're gonna go, go. Just hang there on the inside, please. I'm going to guess that the pass was maybe done on dealing with lapping traffic. But to be fair, Scott was pretty much all over the back of him, so I would suggest that he's got the pace on him, maybe. They've disappeared from me, really. Absolutely no illusions that I'm any challenge to those boys. And I say top 5 I'm perfectly fine with. Podium again would be amazing. Flaming Parrot, yay! So again here it's just about whether going down to 3rd or not is right. Oh, Flaming, where are you going? Oh no, don't hit the wall! Woohoo! Lucky dude. Glad he didn't bounce all the way back out then. He is our host for tonight. After a bit of a lobby switch. See that front left tyre's still getting a hard time. Operating in the region of 115 to 120 degrees as you go through that long right hand after, I think it's called Carousel. Frame rate issues here. Okay. Yes, that long right hander is murdering the tyres, burning them up, and then there's another kind of sharp right hander afterwards, and it keeps the temps up. A little bit high, but doesn't seem to affect the lap times too much. I did play about with cambers to try and reduce the temps, and also toe in and things like that to try and reduce the scrubbing. But to be fair, it doesn't really seem to have that much of an effect. The car seems alright with it, so. Have a couple of goes at that corner. So I know I was losing time in the final sector, looking at the qualifying split times, sector times. That's a sector that involves the braking and so on, which, well, yeah, I know I'm going to be slow on brakes. That's fine. A little bit slippery. Yeah, definitely getting a little frame drops. Which is not so good. Somebody's in the pits. That was nice. Bet I can't do that again. So we're in the middle ground here now. But all by myself, to quote Mr. Brake Check. on one of his videos. It's a shame, I think he dropped. Yeah, he got a podium last week, which was awesome. Empower and Scott battling again, look. I don't really want to be close, I don't want to be catching them. That messes with my head thinking I'm fast. More frame rate issues. Sounds so slow, is he going to go for it or not? No, good boy, thank you. Intergalactic gentleman. To say it's a tight run thing between him and Flaming Parrot for best name on the lobby. I think Intergalactic Gentleman takes it from. Comes a leader again. Should go through no problem. So he's lapping other LMPs. He's lapping up to P11. P2 is another 12 seconds or so behind me, so he's got the best part of about 14-15 second lead. I hope he's not finding it too boring. Well, a little bit close. Bit of a gap. Two guys behind and the next lapping car. It's a bit of a breather. Just under half an hour gone. These two are just slowing each other up, going side by side and fighting. So lapping's pretty consistent in the 52s, even when dealing with people lapping and so on, so happy with that. You gonna go for it? You go on then. I'd like you not to go, but you are. no real problem. He's chasing after P2. Just gotta be careful. Not really had any issues with any lapping yet. I'm not really pulling away from McCoy that much. And again, the guys in front are not pulling away that much either, so. Just keep doing what we're doing. I don't imagine Yakuza's too far behind. I say I don't know if he needs to pit for fuel or not. We shall see. But we do have a drop round, so if loads of these KTMs just sneak past on not having to pit, then I can always drop this round if it is my worst result. I don't need to do it really until the end of the season. It just gets rid of your automatic, gets rid of your worst route. Watching my mirrors too much and me sliding around. Hitting walls. Should hopefully get past to turn 1. May as well use him. Grab that draft up the hill. I don't know where Yakuza's gone because he's not even in 6th place anymore. I might be catching a little bit actually, to be fair. He is. Not much really I can do about it. I'm not going to push any harder. See that traction control kicking in on that corner. And it is obviously compromising my exit speed, but it's better than facing the wall, or worse. Scott's got a little bit of a gap, about a second over Emperor right now. I thought they were just going to disappear, to be honest, but I think it's just because they're battling. They are right next to each other, or right behind one another again. Don't do it, thanks. Thank you. That's how you do it, son. Thank you, Bo. Get that corner exit lined up in advance and get a good cutback. Last lap was a 10th slower than my best lap, so it's good. Nicely done. And I see the bright green OTL boys. Or Milo certainly up ahead. So my practice race that I did, tyre wear was an issue. I think it was just that I was locking the brakes up even with ABS on. It did seem to be locking up because I was getting quite a fair bit of tyre wear, whereas now it certainly doesn't seem to be an issue. That's my fastest lap. It's good. Coy about 6 seconds, although I've got a long straight that I've just done, so. Pedals being funny again. Hopefully he's going to let me through without too much of a problem. Here we go. Thank you. Give me a little friendly flash of the lights. So I'm going to jinx things and say it's going much better than I expected. But to even have the leaders even in sight, let alone within 10 seconds, is careful. A bit of a shock. And M-Power is putting it in the pit, so he needs fuel. He obviously feels that he can maybe go faster than Scott. And trying to undercut. Oh, don't go for it, dude. So he had about a 15+ second lead over P2 the last time you lapped me, so it's only going to be more than that now. You really don't need to be taking risky passes. And one-eyed Logan. You gonna go for it? Yeah, he is. It's fine. A little bit liberal with the track limits there, sir. DB. Good stuff. Again, that's how to do it. Getting that exit lined up. Get the switch back.
Lights on, Aaron.
Yeah, that's
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Lights on, please, Aaron.
What's the button? I don't know.
Okay, well, you're difficult to see.
Is there a button?
You need to map it before you race.
True story. I assume you can hear the other guys in Discord. Essentially, that was Aaron's running without lights. He should have his lights on. Ooh, just drift it round rather than going over the line. P2 going through. No danger. That was a little over. I did lift off all the way whilst I was over the line, so that's why it didn't get a warning. I got a little panic there as I saw the position behind me catching up quite a lot. However, it's an LMP. Whee! So J Peachy's obviously not having a great race tonight. And we can see Marauder, who's one of the KTM boys, up in front.
That was scary, Smolder.
So I did do some laps in the KTM because I wanted to know if it did need a pit stop or not, and I'll say it doesn't. Go down the inside. So J Peachy's for position, and Smolder who's in P2 or 3? 3. So he should just be letting Smolder through. That's a blue flag with him. Oh no, actually no. Oh, that's a tricky one. It is a blue flag for class, so yeah, he should be letting him through. I don't actually know why I was thinking that was a tricky one. You should not be making it difficult for Smolder to get through then. Peaches, you do need to let Smolder go through. That is lapping for your class. Please don't make it difficult for him.
Get through a lot of slope.
to the outside. Hope he doesn't make a bit of a mess of the braking. His brakes are much better than mine. He might be braking later than I do. Don't tuck him behind me, because yeah. He's a good lad. I trust him, but he might not be used to the differences. And I'm pretty bad on the brakes at the best of times, so I catch many people out. Such as Colonel McCoy last week, unfortunately. Pretty much matching our best lap time at the moment. So you get understeer third gear going through that last corner. And a little bit kind of potential oversteer if you go through in seconds. So understeer is safer. And oh no, it's because Empower pitted. Okay, I had a little panic. I thought, why is Scott down in P2? He's not. I'm up to P2. Yay! Screeching tires. Bull coming up. He's now in P4. He's lost his position. He's going to do his undercut. Perfect. A tiny little bit quicker. Or is it? No, we lost it in the last corner. Well. So another 1-2 for ScoreX Racing at the moment, but Empower's going to jump past anyway. So let's see if we can bring this through to a podium.
Sorry, man.
You too.
It's quite a stable setup, and the cornering's quite nice because it's. I think it's just the Watkins Glen corners, but it's essentially you slow it down all the way into the corner until it gets to the point where it's holding the same radius as the curbing, the racing line, and then you can just put the power back on again. A bit of a mess, that one, so we'll not use that as an example, but most of the other ones are a case of just let it roll through, and then when you get to the middle, you just plant the power pretty much at the halfway point. who seems to have caught up with Scott a little bit. McCoy's pretty much holding distance. Just going to hold the inside. I'm not actually sure what the fuel tank and pit strategy is for the LMP boys. So I don't know if they have to pit more than once, or whether tyres are an issue, or...
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's fine, don't worry.
Very dusty green colour coming through that corner now. Brake temps are okay, tyre temps are looking okay, apart from that front left, but we know that's the issue. And again, we're kind of getting that 1.8 bar pressure on each corner. I don't know if that's right or wrong, or optimal or not, but seems to be working for me. I don't know if Scott is fuel saving, but to save what I calculate out as, I think it's just under, near as damn it 20 litres, is a lot of fuel saving. That'd be a lot of lifting and coasting throughout the lap. And for the sake of a 30-second hit on a pit stop, my brain tells me that's the better option. And I think if he was doing it, he should have been doing it a lot more, a lot earlier. Maybe he just wants somebody to play with again. Maybe his tyres are wearing out. I don't know. That was about a postcode's worth out of that apex. Make it quite clear which side we want them to go on as early as possible. P2. It's a horrible place to catch. I can only assume Scott is fuel saving. Don't want to battle him. I can't really afford to lose any time to McCoy. You're matching lap times, I think. I'd like to think he'd just let me go.
Pull us right, Andrex.
Roger, thank you. Unless he got damage when the ace went past. It didn't look like it. It looked as if they just went side by side a little bit. I did say sorry. But I'm not going to read anything into it. Just run my own thing. But technically, we're leading the race. In reality, M Power's probably 10 seconds up the road.
Okay, we've got some pressure coming from behind. Start thinking about the fence.
It might be his tyres. I essentially stole his time trial setup. It was actually very close to mine, to be fair, but I stole it anyway. It did seem a little bit safer. Well, not so much safer, but faster, and not any less safe. If that even makes sense. Normally, it's a trade-off between stability and speed. But no, it just seemed to be a little bit quicker. 2 or 3 tenths a lap, maybe a little bit more. Without being scary to drive. I tamed it down a little bit. But yeah.
What's your fastest lap so far today?
One of the things I did do is reduce the brake pressure. Purely for saving the tyres, because you see they were locking up. So. Yeah. Won't send it. Oh my lord.
My fault.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you.
Not good.
You going in the pits, Hendrix?
Yes. Don't really want to deny the position yet, though. No. Auto clutch on, or we'll stall it at the exit of the pits. Where is my pit? He is here. Okay.
Be careful.
Hopefully it's not a long
Sorry.
repair. Could be worse.
Go, go, go!
So that didn't help the strategy. Down to 5th in class. Obviously others haven't pitted yet. I assume Power is ahead. I don't like lights facing me. I hope that is enough fuel to get to the end. Half an hour to go. Oh, I think it should be plenty.
Three flags, better let them through.
Not ideal. Yeah, so we've got Decouz up ahead. 10 seconds or so. I don't know if he's pitted or not. I would assume that he has. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. As I say, there's still a potential podium.
Those blue flags are for you, let them through.
Okay. Beep beep. The one slight saving grace about that, obviously, is I needed to pit for fuel anyway, so I didn't lose too much time. It was literally just the remainder of that slower lap in and the repair time. But the car was running nice on low fuel. Excuse me. So McCoy will definitely be ahead. Which is not ideal. Well, it's still half an hour to go. Looks like Dakota's 10 seconds up the road. I don't think I'd have lost that amount of time. And he did drop off the back of McCoy, so I don't know. Is my honest answer. He may have pitted, he may not. I assume Power is in P3. Unless he's had something horribly bad go wrong. If Scott can somehow eke this fuel out to not have to pit, well, I'll be mightily impressed. Mr. Q's up ahead. He must have had an issue, maybe not. Because the scoreboard on the left still kind of suggests there's 11-second gap. Bowes in the lead. Now, is that due to strategy, or has something happened to it? It is. Back into good lap times again, by the looks of things. Yeah, it still says about a 10-second gap on the scoreboard on the left, but clearly not the case. On the scoreboard on the right, I've got 3.8, and it is Power in third. So I think, well, it depends what's happening with Scott. Whether there's a podium on the card or not. Because McCoy was ahead of me going into the pits. I may have taken on a little bit too much fuel. Plus the damage repair. My pit stop is definitely going to be longer than his. And we were basically matching lap times, so. And Dakusa is in the pits. And whoever's up ahead of me is also in the pits. It is McCoy. Well, yeah. Gained 5+ seconds on me. which kind of ties in with how long I was sat static in the repairs. So, yeah. It's just a race, doesn't matter. Still looking comfortable for a 4th.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, man.
Are we catching him? Let's see, on the line we are 4.5 behind him.
Thank you.
Little alien spaceship built by KTM. Are you gonna let me pass? Maybe, maybe not.
Blue flag, don't hold them up, it'll just cost us time.
Got a bit busy. Bo and Smolder together there, so Bo, who was leading, obviously it was a strategic thing. I think it's Ruddy Bird or something in P1. So I don't know where 8 days has gone. Forgot to check on the gap between myself and McCoy. But visually, I would say that is less. And he has a 1 second penalty, so I can just sit behind him over the line. That's enough. And that there's another corner which is second or third, I don't know. I'm definitely catching on McCoy. I'm going to suggest that's down to tyre life. 17 minutes to go. Looks like we're catching about a second a lap. So it was 4.5 across the line 2 laps ago. 3.3, okay, just a little bit over a second for 2 laps. And Power's pulling away. He was about 15 or 16 seconds. Some of that might be down to being on this straight when I was braking. I see it drop just now when I come up to this braking point, I think. Yeah. But still, miles ahead and pulling away, so. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what's going on? Don't do that. So Scott's still leading. Can he stretch that car to go full race distance without pitting? I actually just saw him on the map at the top right there. I think it was a case of I'm running about 2.6 litres a lap, and to make it work I had to be averaging about 2.5, which doesn't sound a lot, but it does take quite a lot of coasting to cover any kind of fuel at all. Do we push and try and chase him up? I've got a plenty healthy enough gap to guy behind, but stuffing it into the wall doesn't gain you anything. Let's aid the ace here. I'm P4 in class. Nice little outside pass around the outside. You don't get many outside passes that go down the inside, I guess. Start to use second in some of these corners that were a bit in between before. It's helping to pull the front end in a bit under engine braking, so. Lost a bit of time to McCoy now, I think. 4.3 again. A good lap. I'm half a second up. What? Where did that come from? Somewhere to bin it somewhere. You should get past, no problem.
That lap is a new personal best. Good job. Keep pushing.
Car's driving nice. And Logan dropped.
Minutes remaining.
Looks like we're catching a bit again, but I don't know. Yeah, we're pushing. 9 minutes to go. Oh, he spun it. He spun it. Oh, we'll take it. It's a shame. And I don't know if I was actually going to catch him or not. But if he's going to gift me it, I will take it.
Salut Dave.
Sorry, mate.
Eight minutes to go. I am interested to see what Scott is doing. Seven minutes to go. Yes, he's actually looking pretty good. Rudy Bird, is he going to send it or not? Please don't.
Blue flag. Got past the guard approaching. Set a right.
Thank you. Well, now what are you going to do?
7 minutes to go.
Make it very clear which side to go for. No, don't. That was my corner. You've not got a position anywhere near you, mate. You really don't need to do that. He's going to go for it. No. Fair play to you, sir.
Blue flag, let him pass.
Bull got second last week. And a third today. And ahead of Aid the Ace. Can't remember what point scoring gap system is, but it could be level in points. Might be a bit of a bigger gap for the winning set between 1 and 2 compared to 3 and 4. There won't be much in it. McCoy still just holding position 5 seconds or so. Just over 4 minutes left to go. Can Scott make it? Oh, Scott is now in second, and Powers back in the lead.
4 minutes to go.
Which means he must be around about 20 seconds up the road. Which, unless he is driving around the 6th gear only, I'm not going to be catching 20 seconds worth. Is he in the pits?
Stay focused. There's a back marker ahead. No drama. Just get on my team.
Who was that in the pits? I couldn't really look at the board there. But Scott is still ahead. Yeah, J Peaches. That was also technically for position. Human out of class. Scott 17 seconds up the road. GTS Carlito carrying damage. Just gonna hold it wide. Nicely done, thank you, sir. We're back in third on the podium with Scott and Empower ahead, and I was never going to be touching those boys really. Doesn't really even look like I'm catching Scott, so if he's fuel saving, wow. Keep it off the ball. Nah, it's just a bit of paintwork, it's fine. Oh, what's going on? So I'm not sure where the leader is in terms of are we going to get another lap or not. And J Peaches is now behind me, 4th position.
Can I just say that if any LMP3s are not fighting for position, please take it easy.
Makes no difference if he gets past or not, but it would be nice to have beaten an LMP. So one more lap, final lap to go. Oh, you brake me. Well, come on, keep it going. I think it was J Peaches that maybe had a little bit of contact with me last week that essentially ended up allowing Scott to get through. And he kind of ran me a bit wide on turn 1. That's not a problem because I was going to let Scott go through anyway, but I guess at least it made it look like that's why Scott got past. But in reality I was going to let him past anyway. So still got over 5 seconds lead. That's Rudy having taken the win. Just bring it home for another podium finish. You can see Scott 10 seconds up the road. He is slowing. Actually, was catching Empower as well. But it's the last couple of corners, so unless he runs out now. Oh, no, that's Peaches. I got excited. I saw him 6 seconds. Still last corner. We are very happy with 3rd. Oh, hello. The lesser spotted inverted LMP. Very happy with that one. See if we can get some lap times up. Rudy taking a win. Not the fastest lap. 34 by Bull. Looks as if that's the fastest. Aim the aid with aid the ace.
Worst luck in the world for that race.
But very happy with
I
that.
had a screen
Thank you very
freeze that
much.
cost me 2 minutes.
Thank you for watching. If you survived till this long.
We had 11 disconnects that race.
But 9 or 10
That was
LMP
one of the
finishers.
worst races for lag I've ever driven, and then I had about 10 screen freezes, and then one of them which put me in the wall, and I had to double pit, and then cost me 2 minutes.
We'll save the replay as well. I don't think I'm going to really raise that one against Logan, to be fair, but it's one of those things, I guess. It's difficult. They just kind of need to commit and go for it. When they don't, that's when it kind of goes wrong.
It's like fuel saving everywhere.
But yes, thank you for staying with us and thank you for watching. And I can't remember which track it is next week, but we'll see you there.
Talk to the